Alright, let me do this. Okay, let me do it. I don't want this to be fake, so alright. So good morning. What time is it? I don't know. So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. So I've been thinking about doing this for a while now. I tried the first approach to kind of do this or create content in this direction, and it failed. So I've kind of resolved to just do it, like, zero pressure, just record, literally, just be, rolling the camera and recording, literally, and out of whatever is that I've been able to kind of capture, make content out of it. As a diary, I hate writing down a diary, but I think recording is much easier for me, to speak it out, and encapsulate it like in a video is kind of easy for me as opposed to writing down a diary. So that's why I came up with this idea to start like a YouTube channel that's going to play out like a diary, but in this case my diary is shared by everyone. Like anybody can go through my diary, as far as whatever is that I'm making available out there is concerned, right? So I think this is going to be much easier for me because I've tried taking down or writing down a diary for a while now, but I can't. But my uncle been telling me that it's very important for someone to keep a diary because it might be helpful not only for people in your time, but people after, long after you're gone or long after you're not here. Those things can be helpful. So I thought, like, okay, let me improvise, because I writing down a diary is just not something that I like doing. So that's why I came up with this idea, and today's the first day, like, that I'm doing this, or that I'm actually trying to actualize this thing that I've been trying to do for a while now. So I kind of tried an approach before this, and I did not like it. Went through it. It was not that bad, but I think the idea was quite robotic. Like, it was something like I was going to script things and record and all that, and I did not like it. It wasn't genuine, and that's my first channel that I tried to do, like, as far as when I gave my life to Christ and my life changed, and and I took a new approach to life. That was the first channel that I did, the Golden Knock. I know some of you have seen it, not many of you, but like 5 of you or something, or 10 or 20 maybe have seen this, and I did not just like the approach that I was doing with that video. So I'm taking this new approach. It's like I'm writing a diary, but I'm allowing people to to go through my diary. You understand? There's nothing to hide right now. There's nothing to hide. So that's the new approach I'm taking. So thank you for being patient with me, and I guess that's it. So before that, I'll clarify why I'm taking this approach in a much detailed manner, and hope to see you again, or hope that this will be helpful to you, or you'll be blessed through this new thing that I'm doing. Without much further ado, let's get straight to the video. Okay, so the reason why I chose salvation, or rather salvation chose me, if it makes sense, is because, like, me personally, it's not like I was raised in a family where people are pagans, people did not regard God. Like, I was raised in a Christian family, from my grandmother to my mother to my aunties to a lot of people that I was surrounded with, as it would be common for anyone that comes from this country. I was brought up in a Christian background, so I knew about God. I heard about God. Like, it was it wasn't something new, like to me growing up. That is, from my childhood to when I was a teenager to right now that I'm a young adult. Like it wasn't something alien. It wasn't something strange. Like in our country, like 80% of those who live in our country, or those who are the inhabitants of this country, they are Christians. So it's nothing alien. It's something, it's usual, in fact. Like it's usual. You understand? And it's hard for you to walk like 10 blocks in this country, especially in this city, in Nairobi, without seeing a church, or without hearing people worship somewhere, or meeting a street preacher. Like whether you're in the bars, whatever place you are, like you can run into them easily. Like it's common for us. You understand? Just like any other teenager or any other person living in this country, like this became quite common for me, and I was like, I don't know. And just like a teenager would do, like I just wanted something unique, something out of the box. I did not see this as something I wanted to go into, really. Like my mom, personally, my mom is a pastor. My uncle is a pastor. I live with my uncle right here in this house, and my my elder uncle, if that's English, really, but you understand what I'm saying, is a pastor. You understand? So I think the reason why I wanted to go, I just wanted to do something different. I'm always like that. That's how I think I'm built like that. I really wanted to do something different. You understand? And I wanted to help my mom. You understand? Like get off the block kind of motivation. You understand? So I wanted to do something outside the box, something opposed to what everyone else was doing. Like maybe my family, or the direction that was being given, like from the hierarchy of who's the eldest. You understand? I wanted to do something outside the box. I wanted to do something that was me, that was unique. You understand? Something that can only be accorded to me as far as our family is concerned. Our family tree, I mean, is concerned. I wanted to do something outside the box. So, like, I loved music from a long time ago because music was being played around. Like, just the same way it would be for most of you who are watching this. Music was being played. So I loved music a lot. I love music a lot. You understand? I love music. So music was played around me when I was a kid, and I love music. So growing up, when I was going to high school, like I I I now took it the next level. I wanted to be a musician, a rapper. You understand? And you know the influence that's in high school. Like people would influence you and all this. And I realized I was good at it. You understand? Me personally, the way God created me, if I invest my time and my effort into something, I always press, and I always go to the best of my abilities to arrive to the top notch, the quality of whatever it is that I'm trying to do. So I became good at music, and off school we got this record label and all this, and things were moving good, and I was recording music, I was doing videos. I even bagged a feature, in the midst of all these things, with some of the most talented people in my country, or in the space of my country. And so life was going good, but I realized that I was empty all along. Every other thing I was doing was more of the showbiz thing, and I was empty. I needed, there was something in me that was not satisfied for a very long time. And I do not know about you or other people, but for me, it kind of happened like that. And and something just happened weird. I used to live with my aunt, like in the next estate from this place in Buru, and I think God sent someone to come in and talk to me, or kind of offer a solution to that which I was looking for, to fill the vent that was inside of me. And this gentleman, he came to me, and we were neighbors. Literally, we were neighbors, and he used to have a fellowship in his house. And for some reason, God led him to me, and he was like, "Oh, we have a fellowship here. You can come. It's in the evening every Sundays and this." And he gave me details, and I was like, "Okay, I'll come." It wasn't far. It was like 20 steps away from where I was living. So I was like, "Okay, I'll come." And one thing I knew was because like if I did not go, it would be easy for me to run into this person. So I was like, okay, I committed to it. The way I do, I commit to my. If I give anyone my word, I commit to it, and I committed to it, and I went to that place, and I found these people, man. Like it was young people. It was young people around that place, and they were sharing and they were speaking about God. Like these people were talking things that were outside this world for me. I was like, wow. Like, is it always like this? Is it really always like this? Like, is this like with God is also like it's like it became interesting to me. These people were they were I was my mind was blown out, man. I was like, wow. So there's more to this thing. There's more to this gospel. There's more to Christianity than that which I know, or the basic foundation that was being laid to me when I was just like, I got interested in it. I didn't change my ways, but I love the atmosphere of that place. I love the atmosphere of that place. So long story short, I kept going. I kept going back to back in that place, and back to back, back to back. I hadn't given my life to Christ like officially, like, but I had this notion of I was raised in a family, in a Christian family, so I'm a Christian. You understand? Like many of you would say, or would, or would claim that badge. I'm a Christian. Why? My mom worships here. My dad worships there. Or our family commonly worship in this place, in that place. So I used to have that. So I used to claim the Christianity tag because of my family, my mom, and all that. You understand? So I think this is one of the times that I kind of personally now I wanted to become a Christian, or I wanted to embrace this way of life or salvation, whatever the case you want to call it. And that's why salvation. Like I met these people, God led me to these people that opened me into a new whole reality regarding salvation. And I damned everything that I ever knew, that I ever did, that I ever achieved, just to embrace this new thing that Christ was offering me, or that Jesus was extending towards me. You understand? Through His grace, of course. And that's why salvation, and that's why I'm here. And being here, I would just want to participate, and also, if possible, open other people into this new reality that I was open to. You understand? I just want to extend it because that's how it is. It's to the next person and to the next person. You understand? So that's why salvation. More of this I'll be sharing as time goes by, and I'll even invite other people that opened me into this, so that maybe with time I'll bring people in. And I want to make this more natural. It's not natural, organic. I don't want this to be fabricated or anything. So I'll be rolling the camera, and I capture what's important. You understand, and put it out here. Something that will help people, maybe even my kids, in times to come. You understand? So thank you very much for giving me your time. Once again, I'm honored to have you here viewing this or checking this out. Without much further ado, let's get to the end of the video. It's your boy, sincerely, me, Diaries of a Believer, podcast, or whatever the case you want to call it. And thank you. That's enough for today.